What's back, gamers? Welcome up to Game Impossible Challenges Daily. We're doing this shit again. So, I've been thinking... Oh, forgot something important. I have been thinking about how to approach this. Last time I proposed doing little 4-block bits. I changed my mind. That's stupid. We're not doing that. Instead, I'm going to be incredibly wasteful. But I think it's a pretty good idea. So, mush these all together onto one belt. What's the best way to do that? Yeah. And then this starts back here. Great. Pull out of the wall a little bit. Not too far. There we go. And then swap that. That works, except where it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really work, does it? How about now? I mean, that's fine. They do come out. Actually, that won't work because it's too good. That works too well. I need them to come out with some space in between, you know? And then what if we just like... How did they come out spaced here? Not really. Alright, one it is. That's plenty fast enough. You know what? That'll be fine. Okay. Just for the laughs though. Let's No, I'll make it too busy. Need to stay focused. That's probably far enough, and then we put one of these with pistons behind. Oh, put that back. Shoop. Now this thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 17 blocks long. So we want this to be 17 blocks long. Oh, but I put the welders in the wrong place. So move them forwards. There we go. So, 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That should make 17 long pieces, I think. But let me line it up with the back of this to check. And block that there. Is that long enough? It's looking good. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Okay, amazing. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Rotate you. So now it's going to assemble one and then drop it front ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17. Is that too long? That looks too long to me. Let's check that again. So there it goes. That is the right length. Fantastic. Just want to make sure I have everything right before I start building. So now that piece drops off here. It's gonna land one more down. Here. Actually, it could land here. Anyway, the top bit, it's 3 deep. So there we go. Connect that to there so it holds. But this should be here. Connect all that mess. And what's going on here should be something like this. And block that. Also, that's not supposed to be a lifter, that's supposed to be a block. There we go. What does that do? Okay. Okay. The perfect crime. Let's go. And then this next one's going to drop down. Yep. How tall is this mess? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 tall. So, if one line's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this should catch it. And then we get rid of this and connect it like this. So this will assemble the entire piece. Ooh, also I want to get rid of this and connect it up from behind. That'll be important. That's a secret surprise that'll help us later. So now, while that's going, I just want to make sure that makes the right shape. There is this little cutout in the front. I can make that with 2 eviscerators or 2 lasers. I'm going to do that manually. Yep, here we go. Now, how am I going to tell that all the pieces are in place? It's going to be like an AND gate where there's one here and there's one here. They both have to be active. We can do that. We can do an AND gate. So that's that built, which is good. Now, AND gate. And it has to be on this side. So sensor here. And let's see, when that fires, we can drop the welders this way. Yeah, that works. This will be one higher than where they need to end up. Let's just put like that as a little placeholder. We'll figure out what to do with it in a minute. AND gate time. You should activate this piston. No, actually, the other way around. You activate this piston with a wire on it. And then this signal travels through that spot. And then what does it do? It drops these. Okay, this would be a lot easier to wire if the other one was the AND. I think it still works. So we're going to do it that way. So that should, once it builds the shape, drop the welders out. And then it'll cleverly dispose of all the extra blocks by just dumping them into space, so it doesn't matter. This one's going to take a minute to run test runs of, though. Also, that might be a little loud. What did I just do? Okay, I don't know what that was. Before too much longer, I'll make sure this is the right shape. Is this firing? It tries to, but it's not open long enough. I mean, that works. It's not working for the right reason, but it does work, so whatever. Yeah, okay, that worked perfectly. And then there go those guys. Excellent. Let me bump this down a little. Okay, that's all good. I'd love to see it. The welders need to... Okay, we need to not run into the path there. That'll do. They're both facing front ways, so I'd like to rotate them. We'll do this side. I don't know if that's the right way. Let's find out. No, it's not, because of course it's not. There we go. And I need them to sync up and then travel along here. This guy's in the way. We can do it on the other side. So they were the right way around. Can I do it on the other side? Yes, if I drop it out. Can I drop it out? Huh. I guess I could. I guess those could be blockers. But we need these here. These could all be blockers, right? So like... something pushes it forwards one. That might be the best idea, actually, is, connect those. Oh, this as well, right? Yeah. Ooh, that doesn't work because of this. I can make it work, though. That would do it, except it's connected to the sensor. Oh. We do that, we do that. And then that sensor moves to here. Oh, no. I think that's okay. Except that it's too far back by one. Oh, and now it's not supported, so that's a problem. Connected to that. Now this isn't supported, so there. Excellent. This needs to be swapped for another censored piston mess. That's okay. Or is it? Oh, it is, because you can do that. And then put this back. That should be here. Oh, and then support those, right? Yeah. Oh, I could do the same thing here. It would be way cooler. There. So we're going to retract those and drop this down. And it does actually clear the structure, so that's perfect. That's perfect. I wonder if I could do the weld here and just slide it in. Let me test, make sure that bottom assembly works as well. Oh! I don't need to do this, because I could... Oh, too late, we're committed. So... now these guys are going to... You're going to go there. Actually, let's pull it out a little further. Yeah, that clears. You go there. You are going to come out here onto that tile. Sensor here. Rotate the right way. Support it. And then piston there. This will get the two synced up. Also, I think rotate them again. Yeah, now it's the wrong way, so... There, now it's fixed. Although, actually, if I was smart, I could just do... I could do all this. But I'm not smart. We're not doing that. Okay. To here. I think they should stay synced up doing that. Let me check if that works. Yep, but that's one too high. So that's fixable by doing this. Let's see, so here and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That should weld all of that together. Then they're going to come this way. They're now facing this way. I want them facing this way again. That's going to be one of these. Do the classic tech. There. And then we line up some welder drops. Or just a single welder drop, actually. I could have wired this better, but I don't really care. This can support there. We can get rid of this thing. Ooh, we're gonna weld that. So we want to support it like this so we don't weld that to the piece. There we go. Now you can go there. Ah, okay, see the problem? That works. And one more for good luck. Blocker here. And we'll do this classic thing with the sensor to a piston. which is going to send this guy on a little journey. Like that. Where maybe a little more of a journey. There. And then these 4 spots will activate this. Get rid of those. There. Oh, actually, no, this is good. Yeah, send the blocks in. Does this all work? Do those welds. Rotate. Rotate. Up. Over roots. Yep, that's perfect. And that should not line up at all in the right place. There needs to be 2 more to the drop needs to be over here. Does that work? Oh, well, no, it won't because the sensor's wrong. How about now? Yeah, I'll do, I think. Get rid of these. I think that assembles the piece. Let's see. So if the bottom of the piece is here, we can catch it. Here is where we catch the welders. Let's test it. Let's do a test drive. Oh, and at some point I could work in the eviscerator. They could piston out right here as well, or shoot lasers at it. So this is the right spot to put a belt, because the welders will be done. Welders will be done. Ooh, I need to weld the bottom as well down here, don't I? Not quite out of the woods. It's like 2 more. What are those stuck on? Oh, all the junk I've built. That said, that worked pretty well. Ah, they're getting stuck on the sensor. That makes sense. And I'll remove this so they'll fall there. Okay, great. We agreed this is where I need to grab the welder, so get rid of this. I guess we can hold it like that. Yeah, that's perfect. So, if the bottom of it is here, these 2, those are the 2 that need to get removed, I think. And along here where the raised one is. So you like that. Then at some point we need to fire. I think I can just connect that to like any wire. So we'll use this one. I'm sure that works. Honestly, that's fine. We do need to do this. So welder's facing that way. I want him to face this way. That's going to be that turn. There we go. And where does it land? It lands here. So I need to move them through this gap here. How do I line that up? Oh, I guess I can come this way a little bit and then... I'm having trouble figuring this one out for some reason. There we go, there we go, there we go, that's it. And then that there. And support it, and a piston. Oh, but this needs to be one further down, right? So like there. That stupid little zigzag for no reason. Actually, it just looks cleaner to do that. Rotate here. One of these. Just assumed it was going to be wrong. There. So that is going to put both welders lined up onto this path here, where they will make the bottom welds. And support that like that. And get rid of those. I think that's all set as far as making the big structure goes. So once that's all done, and the welders reach here, make a big ass wire. Up and over that, and then connect to that and to this one. There. Although really it's going to need a little bit more, it's going to need a lot more time to do that. I'll make this a flip-flop instead. Can I make it here? This would be sick. You know what? There. And then this to get the block in there. Cool. So that's going to retract that, drop this big piece down. We will drop it down to this level. And I'm real curious. Let's go ahead and bring it over and then send it in. Just to make sure I've got the size and the position of the divot right. Oh, also block here. There. No. I want to make sure that it goes all the way in. Oop. This is a touch wasteful. There, that's good. Yeah, so I want to make sure that that's the right size and that I've got the divot in the right place. Obviously, it's gonna fail because I haven't put in any of the other junk yet, but. Yep, this lines up right. That's good. It's gonna submit the welder, which is not great. Let's fix that before that ruins the test run. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll actually send it through the goal, shove all this stuff in it over on this side, then push it back into the goal. It's kind of the loose idea. With some, because I can do all of them, or most of them at least, with front-facing welder drops. So. I'm making that's going to be a pain. That's okay. I do need to make sure I don't laser anything that shouldn't get lasered. There go the welders. Yeah, that's perfect. Awesome. Let me put a little safety wall here just to make sure the lasers don't hit anything important. That's too close. We'll put the safety wall where it's not going to be in the way. There. So, let's see, and get rid of this, and get rid of this, and that, and these, and all of these. You can only delete in rows, you can't area delete. Okay, cool. So, next, we're gonna drop it down to this height, and it's going to land here. Yeah. Which I believe is here. Let's make sure that's right. It'll land. Yep, that's landing on the belts, so that's good. I've grabbed it by the far side there. And we'll put that in place. Get rid of those. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the piece. 2. I believe we said it was 17. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And yep, there's the other end of it. Okay, great. So there's the big piece. I'm thinking I'm going to slide it forward and then start putting this other stuff in it. I also need to make this, let's do that. Because that'll be, as far as things I can multitask, easy enough. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move this over 1. Shoot. And then 2, 3. You hit this guy. Gonna have a sensor, which is going to piston here. Oh, this is longer than I thought it was. Okay, we can fix that. Doop. And then doop. And reconnect the stuff I just broke. Nice. And then this is going to be one where I just want this to never unextend afterwards. So, but above, I guess? And then just kind of, no, just kind of snake this down and over roots there. Awesome. Now, I need to carve out these pieces to make this stuff. I think this is not too hard. This piece, we want the top bit. Like this. So when I bring it forward, it needs to hit eviscerators and then be lifted. Like that. Potentially. Down here, lifter there, and then we connect this to that there. Okay, what does this do? So immediately, seeing a problem, eviscerators are too close. Move those over. All right, try again. I did not reach the lifter. Ooh, it needs one more belt as well, doesn't it? So rather than moving the lifter, move the belt. There we go. And that is the right piece. Awesome. The other one, we want the opposite. It needs to make the bottom bit. So that means it's going to need to come forward by 2 at least. And then drop. So here's this stuff. Where's my menu? There it is. So we chew out that part, and then it drops down. These are one too far forwards again. Support that. How's that work? Yep, that's the piece. That makes a little sofa. That makes the hat. Okay, great. Now I want to get all of this in place. I guess it needs to wait for the big piece to be there though, doesn't it? Anyway. If I do that, one more and it'll line up with the edge of this thing. Ooh, and you know what I could do? Does this work priority-wise? Can I line it up so that we are assembling it right in front of the big piece? Yes. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, more work needs to be done on these guys. I need a hole in the side like that. And I need A little divot on the end. Okay. No rest for the wicked. I could build most of this shape and then slide the thing in around it, really. Oh, I need a pause. No, I don't need a pause for welding. I just need to assemble this shape. Okay, cool. All right, well, didn't want you anyway. There, gone. They also need one bit out of the corner here. Can I do that with the existing setup? I could, yes. That's going to be an extra eviscerator, but like back one. I think that does it. Yep, that's perfect. Then this guy, where do you end up? This one needs a hole. They both need a hole in the middle on the side there for the piston thingy to go in. So that's gonna be, you are, was that 2 blocks above the welders and then 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That should grab it once it goes up. It did, but it didn't do a whole lot. Oh, you know what though? Okay. How do I punch a hole? I'll need to park it somewhere and then stick a welder, stick a, you know? How about here? Okay, that should not grab the block. No, it does grab the block. All right, first of all, that needs to go higher. Second, that was the right height, but too far forward. There's an idea here. Yes, that's what I wanted it to do. That ain't right. Oh, that's why it was too high, is because that's the corner. Duh. So actually that should go lower and then be there. That's a mess. But this still clears it, so I don't care. Okay. Then what's going to happen is the far side of the block should get eviscerated. That's going to hit it. Slide it back. Support it by the piston. Is this lined up right? Yes. Okay. So now, when this sensor fires, we add in an additional line that activates a magical journey. Don't know how long to make this, so we'll just kind of wing it. It does not need to be that long. It's not going to take it that long to get up there. Anyway, sensor there to activate this piston, and a sensor here which snakes around and activates that one. So that will pop out the eviscerator for just a moment, drill the hole, and then pop this out to reset it. Yeah, just like that. Amazing. And then I have it coming out on a belt here. Okay, great. Meanwhile, also, which way does it go if I do this? It goes early. I'd rather it didn't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that wall will hold it. This is a mess. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, great. Meanwhile, this other guy drops down, and it also needs that same hole drilled. So do this. I wonder if I could do something weird with like supporting the eviscerator on a lifter at just the right height. Like there's no reason to do it this way. This is stupid. But I wonder if I could. And then turning this at just the right time. One, two, three, four. Like this is going to actively be harder than the other thing I was doing. That needs to be higher immediately. Zoop. Zoop. Does that put the hole in the right place? Yes, but then it punches through again. So it needs to turn. Yeah, that works. Great. So now I have both pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. They want to land in line kind of here. Yeah. So you can drop down like that and just land right there. Then the other one needs to land on top. Oop, don't kill me. That might work. There's a potential that's timed correctly, just innately. There's one. Okay, yeah, they land on top of each other. Fantastic. This doohickey needs to go in the back. That's probably going to be easier to put in place over here. And then the two piston things need to go in. Those are over there. Alright, let's get our two piston things. Can it rotate here, or is this belt in the way? It can. It's a little dicey though, let's not do that. Oh, but the second one's not going to be able to, is it? Well, no, not if I just keep it moving. Is this the right way? It is. Okay, great. That is too low, though. We could snake him under. Oh, no, put that back. Let's snake him under everything. That's fine. That won't be annoying. There's one. Yeah, I could block it right here, right? There's one. Once we see two of them, we activate this doohickey, which activates this piston. Oh, it works better when I put the block in it. They're still able to spin though, right? It can no longer spin. Why not? What is stopping you? It's not this block, right? How is that block stopping it? It's not in the way. That was weird. Oh, but it needs to start over here. No, 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 no. Put that back. And then the sensor needs to be over here. There's one. There's two. We activate the block. And yep, now no more spawn. Great. If I could just kind of lift them into place along here, that would kind of go hard. So where do they need to be at? Ah, okay, right, because the lifter doesn't take effect till the end. That's the last spot I can put a lift. That's too far. A first lift takes them to floor level. Okay. So that would entail this guy right here. That's going to be in the way. That looks good. Need to move this thing forwards 1 or 2. I can't really tell which of those are blocks. That didn't work. Okay, so that advanced forward 2. What happens when the second one comes in? I mean, it's still not high enough, is it? It needs to go up, it looks like 2 more. Where does the end of it reach? The end of it's here, right? End of it is here. This is actually prime position to get shoved into the goal there. I've got a crazy idea. When we see that there's one... How high does it need to go? When we see there's one here, activate that. Okay, now they're too high by 1. Drop that down. Oh, now it's not supported. So that's the right height, I believe. Also, these guys are here just about the right time as well. So we'll roll you forward. Oh, but no, we need to stack them up here, don't we? So really, this whole mess should have been assembled a little further over. I can do that. These 3, right? Yeah. So this is ideally in the middle of this. This stuff lines up with that lifter. And then this is going to be here. And we reconnect everything. Okay, where does that end everyone up? Oh, I also need to get them onto this belt. That's important. And I missed. Does that do it? Okay. There's the top. Now what I would like is, once the top's in place, does the bottom get in place fast enough? I don't think it does. That's okay. Do an AND gate. Can I cover the light? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's see. I think that's right. This one's too low because that happened to be where the hole is, so up that by 1, block there, and then over here, I think these 2 spots. Yeah, it'd be next to the sensor and then one below. Should be pistons. Of course, that's not going to work with the sensor, so we move it here. There we go. And then these 2 should push out when this one gets there. But first we got to put in this really cursed AND circuit thing. So that comes down there, that comes down there. Oop, and then support this. So that only works to push them forward once this is in place. Great, so all this is now shoved together. What's going to keep the top one in line with the bottom one? I guess I just need... I could weld them together now. Be one extra welder drop, but I don't think it'd be that hard to arrange. I mean, the welder's already in place for it, so... over one, round here. Is that going to block... That will block, because these pieces are tall. Just bring it around town. This here is one edge. So 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's where it needs to go. That'll be on top of it though. We don't want that. Blocker here to set things up, and sensor there for one of these little delayer thingies that I love so much. Connect all that, and then connect that to the blocker to do the drop. So that should get these dies welded together. Need to catch it. We'll use that for now. Actually, sensor here. At this point, the welders are done. So that can... Which I was wondering how I was going to time putting this into the, into the thing. So here's how we do that. And then that comes down and under the roots. Oh, so we don't need this anymore. I think that's good. Let's do a full run and see what kind of mess happens. There's gonna be a lot of waiting on this structure, isn't there? I guess I can stand on it. Yeah, I think making these long beams was definitely the way to go. Oh, let's watch the lasers. It'll be the second time I did this today. Oh, I was too low. I was too high. Didn't get me in the face. Here we go. Oh, okay. There we don't. I forgot to rotate the welders. We did a good job lining up the block drop, and then this needs to be one block lower. And then 1, 2, 3. So these should be belts. I believe that slides it right into position. Okay, good. Rotate the welders. They're currently facing this way. I want them to face... I think that's right. Yeah. Up and over the roots, under the trees, and support it. Awesome. I think all of this works. No, we need to put the little doodad in. So you come out, and I'll rotate you. There we go. That's the correct way around. Keep on going. I think you line up perfectly with where I'm building this. No, you're one over, aren't you? Can't fix that. Zoop. And then after we get one, we will do this. That'll stop more from coming through. So sensor here into flip-flop. This can start way up here. That's fine. And then there, that stops any more from coming through. As long as we don't time it to grind half of it. Anyway, we'll be fine. So since those are needed here, ooh, might have this slightly the wrong spot. Here, that it needs to be right on the edge. Yeah, okay. So this is not actually the right place after all. That is. And then it needs to be at that height. Just slides in. As long as I support it in a way that's not in anyone's way. Also, that's going to get there way too early. But we can fix that with one of these. That doesn't activate ever. No, just until this is in place. Oh, no. So there's that. When the... Is everything still come into place okay? Oh, so first of all, don't need this. Second, I want... Once this is in place, it does this. We know this is in place because this fires. There. Delayer circuit. Around this thing because it's cool. There we go. And then those will connect to this, not to that piston. Okay, I think that'll put everything in place in the right place. Now I need to do a block drop specifically here, which is hard only because I've put my belt there. I can move the belt though. Zoop. I don't know why I rebuilt it instead of just moving it. I'll move this too. Doop. Now I can block drop here, which is good because I want to do that. I could also like welder raise thing with the lifters, but that's probably worse. Currently, the welders are facing that away, so they're facing the right way already. They're just way the hell down here. I think we take them out back. Oh. Seems like a good place for a lift. I want them high enough to avoid everything. I think here's good. Ooh, does that line up? No, it doesn't line up perfectly, but we can make it work by doing this. And then right here is where we want to do the drop, I believe. Do that. Let's get some upside down conveyors in to make this actually work. There, so that'll bring the welders up around the back here, come forward here, and then get ready to drop here. Can I reuse an old delayer circuit? Do I have to build a new one? I don't want to build a new one. I could use this, right? Oh, is this in the way of one of the drops? Yeah, that's like just really in the way, isn't it? Let's move that so it's not. Let's move that so it's not really in the way. That'd be a good idea. There, now it clears, and then we just turn like this. And we line up the drop over here. And this sensor goes there. And I guess I will just build a new delayer circuit, because that's probably easy. That's probably less of a mess than trying to reuse one. There we go. Oh, put that back there. Then down through here and to this guy. And I believe everything still clears where it's supposed to. That's a lot of junk going on, so let's give it a test drive and see if that does what I expect it to do. I insert those. Yeah, this takes a lot. This is a lot faster. A second one has made it through somehow. How did that happen? Why are there two? How did you just go through that? That's not how the game works. Am I losing it? Okay. How about now? Are they just immune? That's weird. Okay, I can still make this work, I think, if I instead have the piece be this. Oh, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of those. Oop. Should support this as well. There you go. Ah, okay, but the sensor needs to be after. Needs to be after it goes across. How about that? Does this drop out correctly? Yeah, there it goes. So as long as the timing's not really bad and it gets caught on this... No, actually, then it'd be fine. Okay, we're good. We're good. This stupid setup works. That's crazy that they're not evisceratable, though. What's going on with that? Maybe it's something like this piece is not individual blocks, but is already like... Because it... I don't know. That's weird. That's such a waste. I love that. Alright, here goes this guy. That's in place now. I have made my block drop. It's a little bit too low, isn't it? Let's fix that. So this all. Raise it by... Actually, yeah. Raise it by 1. You up by 1. This whole little area up by 1. And then this lifter, delete those and support that. There, I should do it. Okay. Now it falls because it's not supported. Now it is supported. There we go. Did not occur to me I was hitting that. Wow. I just had that exactly the wrong height. Now it should clear. Yep, now it clears. Cool. Gotta wait for this to build again. So which flip-flops do I have? I have a flip-flop on every entry. No, not on you. No, yes on you. It's up here. So I have a flip-flop on every entry except for the little cubes. So I'll have to reset all of those. I mean, it's only 3. That's not too bad. Hopefully round 2 doesn't mess with the timings too bad. Since stuff will be spawned in right away instead of having to wait for it. Alright, weld made. Move those. Those are in place. How come this hasn't done anything? It's because I built it wrong. That will do it. That will do it. So now, once that's ready, this will activate this cube. Where's the next place I need a welder drop? These two are not welded to each other or to any of this other stuff. So yeah, anywhere along this bit will be good. Let's get that built. Welder drop comes down right here. Yeah, bring them under this. And then... yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Doop. Ah, see the problem there? Let's go ahead and solve that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that doesn't even run into those. That's great. And one more for good luck. Oh, those are blocks. And hit it with the Nova Special there. And also here. Okay, good. That snakes through that. Now this needs to welder drop pretty much anywhere. Doesn't really matter. Except right there. It can't be right there. So right here's the place. We get a blocker in. Sensor goes right here. Classic little delayer thing. And then the sensors here. Great. Hook this up. There. So that'll welder drop here. Welding these two together, which is good. And let's see. So if that's here, this is here, and then that's... So here's the edge. It is 4 deep. So if these are belts, and that was a piston, when the welders drop here, we can catch them right there underneath. And as they go, hit this sensor. Actually, let's put the sensor here, which will do that. Pushing this forward, and then it goes into the goal. That should make 1. Then it's a matter of resetting the welders and resetting all this crap. Which way around do they need to go? They're facing that way, and they need to face this way, right? So it's a full 360 on both. Give them a little turn here. Actually, I'll do it secretly. There, no one will know. And then turn here. And put that there. Support that on the platform. Oh, need this to be 1 further out, don't I? Yoop. Yoop. There we go. So that needs to be there. Put that there. Is there room now? No, I need it to be a little further out, didn't I? So that goes there, and then down, and then piston, and then another piston. And then this junk can come 1 over as well. Nope. Support that. There we go. Yoop. And hold that up with that, and put 1 of these in here. Okay, so that turns them the way they need to face. And then we just need to get them back up. 1, 2, 3. 1 of these. 1 of these. That might be too high. That one's too high. Oh, get in there. That's probably high enough, right? And it just comes up and over the roots here. Block here. Sensor. Sorry. This here. That there. Do need to adjust this so it doesn't stick to anything. Well, actually, it can go here. Yep, that catches it just in time, so that's fine. And let's see, back here we have a piston and a sensor, so that's going to get them on their little opposite lanes. And this sensor also needs to deactivate all the flip-flops, right? So you... And then there's 1 down here. That kind of worked out to be a convenient positioning for that. And let's see. This one. There. And then there's 1 down here. And then over. I think that resets everything. So it's going to be... Okay, immediately I'm noticing that something is falling. It's this. Let's fix that. I'm sure there's going to be some other... Oh, I didn't put the upside down conveyors on this staircase, did I? I think that does it. Yeah. I'm sure some won't work, but like in theory this works. Is this the right height? Yeah. Those are supposed to be falling into the void. That's correct. Right, we're just still building this. Did this build correctly? These two are not welded. These two are not welded, but everything's in place where it should go. So that's good. There we go. Knock those down. Okay, so now we're making the... I was going to say, why isn't it falling? We got to weld it first. There it goes. That is now in position. That is now in position. This made it in where it goes. Block drop. They should be coming up around the back now. No, because there's a wire in the way. Whoops. I don't know what that connects to, but it connects like that now. Where did I build that? That was there. I just didn't notice it. Okay, cool. What are these? I don't know why these are here. I feel like they're not supposed to be there. I don't see what would use them since they don't go anywhere, but I'm not going to mess with it. Gotta wait for it to make this freaking thing again, though. I think if I stand on this side, I can enjoy the ride a bit more. Also, get crushed by the get crushed by the engine block. Alright, so here comes the top welds, and then... Oh, they're too far away, I can't even hear them. Here we go. Oop, okay, well. It was fun for a bit. There's the engine block. There's that thing. That's now welded together. Coming up the back. And then this should put these thingies on. This isn't a blocker, it's a piston, so it didn't work. Anything else like that that's gonna be just, I'm stupid? Let's see. We do this, that'll extend. That is the right kind of piston, so that'll extend. It's 4 long, this is 4 long, so that's right. So it'll get to there, drive it in. The welders are gonna come down and under the roots. They do have room. Do this zigzag, so they're ready to corner. 1 turn, 2 turns, so they're all the way rotated around. And then up the staircase, go to here, That'll. I think we're good. I definitely think doing these long ways was the way to go. Rather than trying to do little 4-block rods and then smoosh them all together. Also, I like this. Where am I? Well, I can't move, so interesting predicament. We're just going to assume everything's working. I think something didn't work. Alright, so I probably should not have gotten in there since I couldn't tell it was happening anymore. It seems like this did not fire. Because I saw new... I saw new pieces coming in. But it did not move the big thing. Or maybe it did, and I just couldn't tell. Alright. I will not do that again. A rookie mistake there, trying to have fun. Alright, so those are dropping out now. Top is welded. Back is welded. Bottom's welded. There it goes. Things in place. Weld those. Insert, put that in. Welder drop on the left. That's all one big piece. But what happens here? Okay, that's welded. This just is not at all in the right place. That's the problem there. Is I'm just dumb. Good. It needs to be here. And then support this. And let's see. So if that is, then that is going to do it. And this time I should be able to get myself crushed by the engine block and it's fine. Oh, I will need to check though that the second round is still timed correctly. With everything waiting on this, though, the timing shouldn't be a big deal, I don't think. You know, I could have saved a welder drop if over here I welded these two together, because then they would pull these two with them. And then I could just drop here. No, I would still need to do that to get these two connected to that. So, yeah, I couldn't have saved a drop. The one way to save a drop would be build this structure here and then slot the thing in around it and then do 1, 2. And that's a lot of effort. I don't know about that. So I think the one extra drop is fine. Just a constant. And then this is with just one chamber active and there's 4 chambers, not even, or 3 I'm not even using. There's that thing in the back. This is all welded in, but these two are still separate. Okay, that was one accepted. That's great. Welders are making their way downtown. And we're starting this mess again. This has been reset. Do we still build this? This guy here, we didn't get new... That one didn't rotate, I see. I mean, that's a problem. Yeah, round 2, it doesn't rotate. Interesting. I guess it's because 2 of them come out back to back. And so the first one pushes the second one off. Huh. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll think about that. What if I rework this part to wait for 2 and then rotate them both separately? As crazy as that sounds, it's just crazy enough to work. So we'll do... And I need to make sure that they end up in the same place and it doesn't take too much longer, but it should be doable. So we'll leave that for now. There's one. And then this needs a piston. I think here. No. It needs to be here. And then like that. Actually, can I rotate here? Is there too much shit in the way? Wait, hang on, I'm stupid. Okay. Do that. Sensor under here. There. Okay, and then does a belt here break anything? Yes. How about here? No. It ain't gonna work though. It needs to be there. All right, that's something. Where do you drop to? Can I get you to drop onto a rotate? And then, like, do it successfully? You're too close to that wall. I can pull you off of the wall. like that. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Just shot in the dark. What if I put it there? Anywhere close to being able to do that? Oh, now the piston misses, because of course it does. Actually, makes more sense to fix this way. I bet that's too close to that wall. I'll have to get it just right. Although we could bring it out into like deep space out here and then do it. Yeah, that worked. Okay, good. You are currently sitting on... Yeah, so. There's one done. You can't really come through here, though, can you? How much further have I got? Loads of room. We're great. We are in great shape here. I think that works. Oh, can I squeeze it back in? Yeah, under here, probably. Drop it down. Will that clear? No, it needs to be one more. We can do that. And then there. And we just need to make sure they don't run into each other. Which like should be doable. I feel like that clipped through something. Okay, got it. And then it does not need this, but put that in for safety. Okay, now the other one. Is going to drop onto this. Can it then rotate here? And then be in the right place? That didn't really work at all. How about there? Okay, that worked. It's off. It's too far to this side. Does that fix it? Yes. And then is that too slow over there? Oh, it's trying to be. Yes, it is. Okay. This piston activates when this is activated. So, therefore, we add a delayer circuit. The classic Impossible Game Challenges delayer circuit. There. And then throw a sensor here. And then that all falls because it's not supported. Now it is. That'll do it. Probably. That might be too long of a delay, actually. But then the speed of this part doesn't really matter. Because we're waiting for this thing over here to build. So that builds these two with two separate rotators where they're not colliding with each other. We'll see if that fixes that previous issue. It should. I really like this little mechanism where it pushes it out to make the lid until it can't, and because it hits the block. I was gonna say, why is there a tower here? This is the laser safety tower. There we go. And then that's in place. That thing goes in. Do that weld. Up and over the roots. Made a thing successfully. And then the reset. We need to see if the reset works. Comes this, lower half. Ooh, that was timed perfectly. If there was any less delay, that wouldn't have worked. And we got one of these in place. And they're gonna be, yep, that's right. I think it's good. I think it's gonna do it. Stand on the other end, where it's quiet. You think I have enough delayer circuits in this mess? I really like how wasteful that is. That's ridiculous. Okay, that does push me off. Does this all still work? Put that piece in there. Attach it. Attach it again. I think we've got it. This could not be timed better. Like, that second one gets in just in time. That's crazy. Yeah, this is going to be the long part, though. I was going to say, how come this takes so much longer than the rest of the stuff is spec'd for? And then I remembered I'm only using 1/4 of the input blocks. So, that could have something to do with it. Not exactly a great way to go fast. I do want to get crushed by the engine block this time. Alright, crush me. Let's go. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I want to get behind these things now. I've got nothing else to comment about, but we're going to be here for another probably 10,000 cycles. But yeah, that kind of I've been thinking about this. I was thinking that doing these long rods and then doing them in this way where I fill up the whole shell from one point and then just move the welders to just would make making the shell real easy. And then just, you know, just take these out with the... No need to make those their own thing. Like, no need to make 2 rods that are 1 shorter. I'd just waste 2. Given how much else I'm wasting as well. Where am I? Oh no, I missed my chance to get crushed. So sad. I think if I stand right here, I'll get crushed next time. So that's a small blessing. The freaking waterfalls, they all just fall off. That's good though, because I didn't need to make a flip-flop or entry gate or anything. It just automatically does it, because if the welders aren't there, they just plummet. Yep, I'm really out of things to talk about. Other than getting crushed. I want to complain about the, I do, even when I was playing this game normally, I felt like some of these later stages kind of took too long. Obviously part of the game is to, you know, optimize your solution, so taking long doesn't matter, or it does matter, but like you're supposed to be, you know, and I'm also obviously not good at optimizing for speed. I think the welder thing takes too long worse, but it's not by like a lot, right? Like a lot of this is my fault because I can only do one operation at once and you're supposed to be parallelizing them. But I did think that some of the final levels are a little like too much for their own good, you know? It doesn't ever go too, like this is impossible, too much for its own good. It's just kind of, I've made 5. Clearly I can make 5 more. Just give it to me, right? Like it needs some kind of super fast forward or a like I know some games like this will I think Manufactoria does this where it you build your solution and then it automatically simulates, you know, a billion patterns to see if you got it right or not, and that all happens. I mean, you can tell there's like a loading period, but it happens pretty quickly because it's not having to simulate all the everything. That's a much simpler game than this is, though. So, I guess you could probably... I don't know anything about anything, right? You could probably speed this up by not rendering any of the graphics and just, like, running it... Like if I just, like, look this way, right? Like, would this... You know, does it speed up because it doesn't have to render the graphics? I don't know. But... could use something like that that's just like, okay, just I've beaten it, turn off the screen, just do the math, see if I beat it or not. That'd be pretty cool. But again, the Manufactoria that game, the ideas from, is a much simpler game than this is. Which I think is a huge thing in this game, is just the fact you can build. I did not realize that the welders thing was even worth thinking about, you know? Like the fact that you can build a solution that just uses 2 welders and just carts them around everywhere is incredibly cool. I think that's something this game does super well, is open-ended puzzle solving. Because you got to build this thing, right? But how, like, what order you put them together in, how you build, because how you build the pieces, like, you know, obviously I build the shell and then I build this, and a lot of that's informed by it's easiest for me to keep the welders in one spot as long as possible. If I was parallelizing it, you know, maybe it'd be easier to do it, you know, in some different way. Like build the shell around these things or something. I don't know. But I think that's huge with this game, is the open-ended puzzle solving. It's the same as with Fantastic Contraption. Why I really like that is because there's loads of ways you can solve the level, but also you can optimize it if you're into that. I thought I would make that jump, but that last one at the end that turns, that threw off my momentum. Let's try again. Yeah, the last one there throws off the momentum just enough. I wonder if I can offset it by standing way to the side. Nice. Parkour. I'm gonna get crushed by this again. Can I get crushed in this bit of wall specifically? Or will it just kind of spit me out to the side here? Yep, I'm in the wall. World of Goo, which is another game I love a lot, also kind of has that open-ended puzzle solving, because it's like a, I think I played World of Goo too, but just the first chapter. You know, you build your goo balls, right? And there's clearly, like, you know, you get them from here to there. There's something go. I think it's a lot less open-ended than Fantastic Contraption or Infinifactory, because there's pretty clearly, like, you know, a way to do the level. But how exactly you do it is still a little bit freeform. But it's not a very good example of it. It's more just like, do I put 1 or 2 here? You know, how exactly do I build this bridge? I've also played games that are like explicitly bridge builders, like you build a bridge for a little car to go over. My favorite one of those was Bridge Constructor Portal. I liked that one a lot. But the actual, like, bridge builders, I don't know. Something quite doesn't work for me. But I like the Bridge Constructor Portal a lot. I should maybe play that. That was fun. I've already played it through this, so I know how to beat everything. Maybe there's some bridge-related holiday I could pull it out. Oh, we're gonna hit 10K? There it is, 10K, let's go. There's 2 more? Yeah. So we're probably gonna hit 12 or 13. Yikes. Not setting any awards with this one. I was wondering why I was still moving, and then I realized I was holding down the W key still. I'm losing it. Oh, I landed that. That was cool. What if I stand here? Not much. Oh, that was weird momentum at the end, though. Why am I going up? Weird. The way the player gets momentum is very strange. Not that it really matters at all. Let's watch from the back. I don't think I've ever watched this part since I started building this 2 hours ago. There they go. Get that. And the drop. And there. Connect those. Let's stand here. There's a drop. I'm too tall. Let's go. That's interesting that my footprint is not the worst. Like, you know, blocks, I did not do great. Cycles, not great. But the footprint, I mean, still not great, but someone did worse than me. All right. That was level, what is this? 2, 3, 4. Yep, 10, 4. So we're on the right count here. I haven't missed any. And so that is 10, 4. Which we beat with 2 welders. Great. I'm going to go ahead and do the mission briefing. And then we'll do the... Oh, God. Is this the one I think it is? I'm going to leave that for next time. Yeah. There's only 2 puzzles left, though. 10-5 and 10-6. That'll perfectly fill up my my chat window. So, good stuff. That's it for today, though. Have a good one. Impossible Game Challenges Daily, day, or whatever I say.